On December 17th, 2018, The Hollywood Reporter released an article on Christina Engelhart, a woman who was in a multi-year relationship with Woody Allen when she was a teenager and he was in his early 40s. In the article, she claims to be one of several underage girls who was the inspiration for Tracy, the 17-year-old love interest in Allen's famous movie Manhattan. The same day, we have this text exchange between Allen and his friend Jeffrey Epstein. Allen writes, "I don't like to read any of the garbage." 13 seconds later, he writes, "There's too much garbage out there." 14 seconds later, Jeffrey responds with, "Sorry, it says that she was Woody's girlfriend and my assistant in the late 70s. The article does in fact mention that Engelhart was a former assistant to Epstein. 6:40, Allen responds, "I'm sure she wishes that she inspired Manhattan. What an ego." The same evening, the Daily Mail also released an article based on the Hollywood Reporter's report. And then we have this exchange between Steve Bannon and Epstein. Steve writes, "You seen the Daily Mail?" Epstein responds a few minutes later with, "Do you mean the Woody Allen piece?" Steve says, "Yep." 5 minutes later, Epstein asks, "Am I mentioned?" "Not in the Daily Mail, but yes, she was my assistant." And then he specifies 125. Bannon replies with, "It's only the lead," which is a little bit weird because Epstein isn't mentioned in the first part of the article, but he is briefly mentioned later. Epstein then texts, "I should start my own reality TV show." Bannon says, "Trump is reality TV, you are film." Epstein replies, "It makes The Lion King look like a PBS documentary." As a side note, Epstein was a big fan of the Broadway musical version of The Lion King, and he would often gift his employees and his victims and their families tickets to the show. Bannon responds, "You and the pride being in quotation marks." Epstein responds, "The pride of Eastern Europe." Bannon replies, "Mother Russia would argue Ukraine is Russian."